Right, in the middle of the Biscay, and we're taking on water.
Welcome to our sailing channel, Sailing Indiana. If you haven't met us yet, we're Lauren and Chris, a sailing couple from the UK. We bought a beautiful 37-foot 1989 Gypsy 372. We started learning how to sail, undertook a huge refit, and finally left the UK in search of warmer waters. We'd really appreciate it if you hit the subscribe button and follow us on this journey. Welcome aboard. Welcome to Marina du Château, located in the port city of Brest, northern France. In our last episode, we finally left UK waters and sailed 150 nautical miles across the English Channel. We've been spending the week exploring Brest and preparing ourselves for our biggest challenge ever, a 300 nautical mile passage across the Bay of Biscay to Spain. But on the morning we were about to leave, we discovered an issue. Our engine's water pump belt had a tear in it and needed to be replaced. We found a Yanmar dealer at a nearby marina, so I jumped on a bike in the pouring rain in search of a passage-saving part.
So you can hire bikes from the marina for free, and luckily, because I need to go to the other marina, which is maybe 17 kilometers away, in the rain to get there. Brest Marine Services. Awesome. Recommend. Okay, so yeah, I just cycled. It wasn't 17 kilometers, but it was like 6 or something. But yeah, I just cycled to get this little belt because we noticed there was a gouge out the side of the one that we've got. The door was closed when I got here, and my heart sank. Yeah, I used Google Translate to read the sign on the door. It said if no one's here, come around the back, and could just see somebody in the workshop. And I said, oh, bonjour. And he said, oh, we're closed today. I said, and very thankfully he let me in, so and sold me this, so I'm very grateful. But yeah, Brest Marine Service is very cool, and yeah, that's the part we needed. So it's only 14 euros, so it's not big, but I think I'll rest easy knowing that we've got one now. But yeah, it's just me and the bike cycling back, and we should leave this afternoon once the wind dies down. So again, nothing like leaving it to the last minute. Okay, back to the boat. Just got back to the marina. That was a wet cycle, but we got the part, so that's good. It's very wet and windy today, but there's a big blow that's moving through, and once that's gone, about 1 o'clock, I think it's about 11:30 now. Once that's gone, it should clear up and drop off for a couple of days, or at least a day and a half. So just keeping an eye on it, but it means that, I guess, the sea state might be a little bit bigger out there than we'd like to begin with, but it soon corrects itself. And I've just been checking like swell heights and swell intervals. Everything seems okay and safe. So I think, yeah, some final checks, and we'll make a decision if we're going or not.
This is the route we're planning to take, from Brest, France to Gijón, Spain. Leaving Brest, we'll head for the infamous Ponte du Raz, a fast tidal gate that should be approached with or on slack tide, preferably slack as we'll learn. And then it's out into open and deep water, the Bay of Biscay. It's a 300 nautical mile passage, which, averaging 4 knots speed over ground, will be just over 3 days at sea, or 75 hours. We've planned to arrive at Gijón soon after sunrise. So why have we chosen the short routes to Gijón instead of the more common route from Brest to A Coruña? Looking at the weather, it showed a large low pressure system in the Atlantic that was either going to move north to Ireland or east into the Biscay. If we'd aimed for A Coruña, we'd be out there in it. So we chose the safer and quicker option, Gijón.
Yeah, just come aboard then.
Everything's off. The things are off.
Yeah, power's off. And I think it'll just be a case of, yeah, just seeing how we go, letting slip of one and the other. So let's see if we can do it. Looks okay. Just have to hope that this wind doesn't push the bow back in. Just want to get over to this side a bit because that wind might push the bow. Okay, got it. Anything coming? Just a little boat there. It's about 3:15 now. PM. I wanted to be out into the main channel about 4 o'clock to catch the tide, so we should be bang on. All the Amoca ready to race tomorrow. Probably be catching us up mostly, I think. So everyone always says, put your fenders away. Why are your fenders all banging around? Your fender police telling us to do it. We're just sweating up getting our fenders out. Oh, honestly, just to fit in, just so we don't get laughed at. Things we do, the measures we have to go to. Yeah, we're coming out of the outer harbour here, and we're really the first taste of what the conditions are going to be like. And nice bit of wind, but coming really from the wrong direction, but we knew that because we need to go over there, and the wind's, if you look at that flag, the wind's kind of there, so we'll see, maybe we'll get over there a little bit. But yeah, visibility is not 100%, but it's been like this all day, and it's actually cleared throughout the day. So it's a lot more than we had when we was leaving Falmouth. We're gonna get some confused seas just here where we're coming out of this harbour. Obviously that's gonna get bashed up against the harbour wall, so we'll come out a bit away from this harbour wall and see if it chills out a little bit. But we're on the way.
God. Oh wow. Yeah, there's loads. And here. Hello there.
Hey.
What is happening?
So we're just whizzing through the tidal gate at Ponte du Raz, and we're doing 9.5 knots then.
Oh my god.
So
Shit.
the wind's dead on the nose, as it usually is with our trips. But so we got the engine on to get us out of here, as we needed to make this tidal gate on time. As you can tell, if we were against this tidal gate, we'd be probably going backwards.
Yeah.
So it's a real good rip of tide coming through here. So yeah, we're almost out, half a mile to the waypoint, and then we can turn towards the Atlantic sort of shelf of the out in the Biscay. So that'll take 80 miles to get to that point. So if we average sort of 4 knots on a usual day, then I guess we'll be there in 20 hours.
Yeah.
Yeah, 20 hours.
Hilarious.
So tomorrow afternoon. At that point then we turn towards Gijon in Spain, and then we should have about 180 miles to go from there as well. So yeah, so we're officially sort of leaving land now and heading out to sea.
Ah!
In the rain and in the fog.
But we did just see dolphins.
But we saw dolphins, that helps.
Just a little word of advice about Ponte du Raz. We didn't realise quite how notorious it was, and that, although we were making great way going with the tide, all of that tide has to meet Atlantic water, coming from the other direction. This creates some pretty nail-biting conditions, and was a testing introduction to the Bay of Biscay. We didn't manage to film it, as all hands were holding on, but we were soon through it and into calmer waters. The sun set and the moon rose on our first night of the crossing.
I saw 3 different pods of dolphins this morning on my watch. In 4 hours I had 3 different sets of dolphins, and every time it was quite funny. I was sat here and I was like trying not to nod off, and I sort of like went like this, and then out the corner of my eye I saw a dolphin. I was like, oh my god,
Keeping you awake, weren't
yeah,
they?
so they came to keep me awake, which is really lovely. There must just be loads around here. So yeah, like sometimes there were 2 of them this morning, and then there were like, I think 2 groups of 6, and then that was just a random one. He was not so interested in the boat. Oh, it's loads. There's 2 over there.
Is there? Lunchtime. Oh yeah. Oh wow. Progress reports. We are almost at this waypoint, 8 miles off. Wind's just died again, and then we've got to get to the next waypoint, which is Dijon. So there's pretty much 200 miles from here to there. So yeah, it just obviously depends how fast we can go.
How's it going?
Howdy.
Howdy.
Yeah, going good. Just turned towards Dijon, surrounded by dolphins. Does mean that we've got swell to our beam a little bit, but it's not too bad at the moment.
No.
Now I've got 180 miles, what is it, 189 miles to go.
Yeah.
Which is probably about 36 to 48 hours.
Yeah. We got this.
And how long is it that we've been sailing for? 24 hours?
24 hours.
Yeah, something
Feeling
like that.
good, actually. Like,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, I mean, we've done good on time. We had to use the motor for a bit of it, unfortunately, so yeah, but we're under sail now and making the most of it. So.
Beautiful. guys, I'm just interrupting the episode for a second to get your attention to let you know that we've got something new and exciting on board which should hopefully make our lives a lot easier. Many of you ask us if we use a headset when we're doing anchoring or berthing, because as you know, when you're trying to communicate and the wind's blowing through and you can't hear anything and you're shouting at each other on deck, it's not always the most fun. So we were contacted by an amazing company called Hollyland, and they have been very kind and gifted us an incredible new headset. Yeah! This is the Solidcom C1 Pro, the next level team talk. It's a dual mic ENC, has PTT function, has ultra long time duration, increased portability and durability. It's ready to go out the box. The best thing for our sailors is it has robust wind noise removal. So troubled by wind noise in outdoor production environments, the Solidcom C1 Pro offers a versatile solution that prevents airflow from directly hitting the mic. So we are very excited to start using this, and we will let you know if it makes our lives easier. Oops, I did it again.
Back to the sailing. We finished off our Sunday evening with a meal together in the cockpit before starting our night shifts. Lauren would sleep 9 until 2, and then I would sleep 2 until 7. It took a while to get used to it, but we got into the swing of it as the passage went on.
And neither of us are really that tired, but I'm just going to try and do shifts like we were last night, which worked well. So I'm going to go down for probably 4 hours, try and get some sleep, and Chris is out there somewhere. So yeah, he's going to stay up and I'm going to sleep, and then we'll switch over in a bit.
During the night, I heard a strange noise in the aft cockpit locker. Opening it, I found it overflowing with water. I woke Lauren and we began bailing. We managed to get most of it out by the morning, but still needed to find the leak.
Right, in the middle of the Biscay, and we're taking on water. Already had a go at it once. That was up to the top and spilling over into next to the diesel tank, and that goes through under